So welcome to KCPE Maths Questions. Now, if you are just joining us, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and follow us because we are going to be solving several questions. Now, the question 1 says, what is 76,543 and 200 in numerals? Now, all you just need to do is quietly write out the figures. Now it said 76,000, so the first thing I will write out my 76,000. Now it said 500, so I'll put my 500. Now it says 43, so I'm going to write my 43, and it said 200. Now for 200 you introduce your dots and put this is tenths and this is 200. So I'm going to sum this up and this will give me 0, 2 dots. This is 3, 4, 5 and 7, 6. So you can call this is 76,543 and 200. So the correct answer here is C. Question 2 says, how many groups of hundreds are there in the total value of digits 3 in the number 973604? Now when you see this number 9733604, you're going to see that this is what? 3000. So this is 3000. Now it's asking for how many groups of 100. Now all you need to do is divide it by 100. So the 20 cancels 20, so you have 30 groups of 100. So when you multiply 30 by 100, you're going to get back your 3000. So the correct answer here is A. So we will go to the next question, and question 3 says, what is 1 over 4, 5 over 11, 6 over 7, 3 over 8 arranged in descending order? So we are going to arrange from the highest number to the lowest number. Now the first thing you need to do is, in order to be fast, to beat your time in solving this question, you need to know that 6 over 7 is actually the greatest number here. Now the reason is this is close to 1, because just remaining 1 unit, it's going to be 1. So 6 over 7 is the greatest. Now looking from this option, you can as well see, if you are arranging it in descending order, your correct answer it's going to be D. Okay, so this is the correct answer. So without solving it, we can identify the answer. So it's going to be 6 over 7, 5 over 11, 3 over 8, and 1 over 4. So if you want to solve this question, all you just need to do is find the LCM. So maybe we can go ahead and solve the question. So let's find the LCM of 4, 11, 7, and 8. So 2 into 4 is going to give us what? 2. 2 into 11 is 11. This will be 7, and this will be 4. So 2 here is going to give us 1. This will be 11. This will be 7, and this will be 2. 2 here will be 1, 11, 7, and this is going to be 1. So I think 7 can go. This is 1, 11, this is 7, and this is 1. And 11, 1, 1, 1, 1. So the LCM is going to be 2 times 2 times 2 times 7 times 11. So when you multiply this, you are going to get, that's 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 7 is 56, 56 multiplied by 11. So when you do 56 multiplied by 11, you're going to get 56, 56, you're going to get 6, this is 1, you carry 1, and this is what? 6. So the LCM is 616. So when you draw your LCM table, 616. Now 616 divided by 7, you are going to get okay, so 616 divided by 7. Now when you do that, you're going to get 88 multiplied by 6. Now this will give you 528, then you do 616 divided by 11, you're going to get 56 multiplied by 5. Now this is going to give you 280. Now remember, we're treating them this way. Then the next one is 616 divided by 8. You're going to get 77 multiplied by 3. Now this is going to give you 231. And 616 divided by 4, it's going to give you 154 multiplied by 1, so you have 154. So you can see this confirms the answer, that the order of descending order is D. So like I said, all you need to do is just identify, if you check, only D starts with 6 over 7. And from here you can also see that the smallest is 1 over 4, which is actually 25%. So that tells you D is the correct answer. So we're going to be taking you to question 4, which says let's evaluate this. Now the first thing I'm going to advise you is to bring in your board mass. So don't forget your board mass. So for you to evaluate this is going to be 7.5 plus 1 whole number 1 over 4 of, now something you need to know is you do your off first. This is 1 over 4 off 3 1 over 6 divided by 2.5. So this is going to give me this will be 7.5 plus, now I'm going to change this to improper fraction. This will be 5 over 4 multiplied, remember your off is going to become that, so this will be, when you change this to improper fraction, you're going to get 19 over 6. Then you're going to have divided by, then this will now be 2.5. So from here, we're going to have the 7.5 is the same thing as 15 over 2 plus, now I'm going to change this as a unit. This will be 5 times 19 all over 4 times 6. Now divided by, now this will be 2.5, and you know that 2.5 is the same thing as 5 over 2. So we are going to change this to multiplication and put 2 over 5. 2 here is 1, 2 into 4 is 2, 5 here is 1, 5 here is 1. So we are going to have 15 over 2 plus 1 times 19 it's 19, 2 times 6 is going to give us 12. So we formed our LCM, which is 12. 12 into 2 is 6. 6 times 15 it's 90 plus 12 into 12 it's 1 plus 19. So this is going to give us 109 over 12. And when you change this to a proper fraction, you are going to get 9 whole number, and so when you do, so this is going to be 9 whole number 1 over 12, final answer. So as easy as that, you can attempt most of these questions. And so the next question says, what is the next number in the pattern? Now all you need to do is understand the pattern. This is 85, the next is 66. Now when I do the difference between 85 and 66, I'm going to get them minus 19. Okay, so the next one is 49. When I do the difference between this and this, I'm going to get them 17. Okay, now when I do the difference between 49 and 36, I'm going to get 13. Now I'm noticing something. These are all these are called prime numbers. They are numbers that are divisible by themselves and 1. So let's say if the next one okay, so having established this is a prime number, this is a prime number, this is a prime number, the next prime number is 11. So I'm going to do 36 minus 11, and that will give me what? That will give me 25. So the next number in line is 25, and the correct answer here is C. Question 6 says, what is 19.347 to the nearest hundreds? Now all you need to do is approximate this number. So since it is above, it is 5 and above, so we'll approximate it to 19.35. So this is to the nearest hundred. So the correct answer here is C. So we will go to the next question, which says, what is the value of debts? Now, first to do this, we are going to add up our decimal places. Now, the first one is 0.63 is adding up to, just make sure you arrange them well, 45.4, and we'll add up what, 0.2. So we are adding up all this. Then this will be 3. 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 2, 12. 2, you put your dot and you carry your 1. This will be 6, and this will be 4. So we're going to do 46.23. We're going to subtract, this will be our dot, 0.07. So for us to subtract this, now you can see this is not up to 3 minus 7 can't go. You borrow 1 from here, this will be 1, and you put 1. 13 minus 7 will give us 6. 1 minus 0 is going to give us 1 dot. Now here you are going to have 6, and you have your 4. So our final answer here is 46.16. So I'll circle this and get my answer. Now question 8 says there are 600 animals in a farm. 0.32 are cows, 0.11 are sheep, and the rest are goats. How many goats are in the farm? Now for the cow, remember the total is 600, so 0.32 are cows, so we'll do 0.32, which will be, this is the same thing as 32 over 100 multiplied by 600. So 00 cancel 00. That means the cows are, when you do this, you are going to get 192. That's 32 times 6. Then for us to get the sheep will be 0.11, which is the same thing as 11 over 100 multiplied by 600. 00 cancel 00. So this is going to be our sheep will be 66. Now when you sum this up, 192 plus 66, that will give you 192 plus 66 will give you 2 plus 6 is going to give you 8. 9 plus 6 is going to give you 5. Carry your 1. Then this will be 258. So this is the sum of, that's sheep plus cow. So for you to get your goats will be 600 minus 258, which is going to give us 342. So the correct answer here is D. Okay, so that takes us to question 9. It says, in a census carried out in a certain town, the number of women was 5236, and that of men was 580 less than the number of women. The number of children was half the number of adults. What was the total population of the town? Now, notice that it says women, it's 5236. Then it says men, it's 580 less than the number of women. That's men will be 5236 minus 580. Now when you evaluate this, it's going to give you 4656. Okay, then children, the number of children was half the number of adults. So let's sum up half adults. Now the adults will be women plus men. So we're going to do 5236 plus 4656. Okay, so this will give me 9892. Therefore children will be half times 9892, and this will give me 4656. So this is my final answer. Therefore the correct answer here, it's going to be what? D. So like I said, if you've not subscribed to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Question 10 says 3 bells rings at intervals of 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and 48 minutes. The bell rang together at 12:30 hour. What time in AM/PM will they ring together next? Now the best way to solve this question is just to get the LCM of 30, 40, and 48. So we are going to divide through 2 into 30, it's 15, this is 20, this is 24, 2 here, it's 15, this is 10, this is 12, 2 here, it's 15, 5, and this is 6, 2 here will be 15, 5, and 3, we have 3 into 5, 5, and 1, and we have 5 into, this will be 1, 1, and 1. So when I look for the LCM, I'm going to get 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. So 2 times 2 is going to give me 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, 16 times 3 is 48, 48 times 5, this is going to give me 240. So now I'm going to convert 240, this is 240 minutes. So converting this to hours, which will be what? When you do 240 divided by 60, this will give you 4 hours. So this is going to give me 4 hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1230R plus 4 hours. So this is going to give me this will be 1630R, and this is the same thing as 4:30 p.m. So the correct answer here is what? C. Question 11 says the table below shows the quantity of maize consumed in a school for 1 week. The quantity for Wednesday is not indicated. So it says if the average mass of the flour consumed that week was 45 kg, what was the quantity of flour consumed on Wednesday? Now, to get the flour, all you need to do is, since the average is 45, so this is going to be 45 will be 40 plus 55 plus, let's call Wednesday X, plus 30 plus 47 plus 30 again plus 48. All this divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this will be the same thing as 45 is equal to, so we are going to sum the total, and this will give us 250. So this will be 250 plus x all over 7. At this point we will cross multiply. This will be 45 times 7 is equal to 250 plus x. 45 multiplied by 7 is going to give us 315 is equal to 250 plus x. From here you can collect like terms and say 315 minus 250 is going to give us x. Therefore our x will be what? That's 65. So final answer 65. So the correct answer here is D. So question 12 says the area of a square plot of land is 1296 meters square. It was fenced using 4 strands of barbed wire. Now, for you, what was the total length of the barbed wire used? Now, for you to understand this question, okay, let's say this is the square farm. So the area is 1296. So area is equal to length times length. So this is 1296 is equal to L squared. Therefore, L will be square root of 1296 first. So, and this will give us what? 36 meters. That's the length. Now, the length of the barbed wire, I want you to notice that this is the square farm. Now, this is how the barbed wire went. This is 1, this is line 1, line 2, line 3, and line 4. So here you're going to have 1, 2, 3, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and same thing here, 2, 3, and 4, and here 1, that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so you might join them. Let me just join them. Okay, now having done this, I want you to know, sorry, don't mind the way I joined my barbed wires. Okay, now having joined these barbed wires, each of the length of the barbed wire, like the length is 36. So that means for us to get the perimeter, perimeter of one wire will be what? 36 plus 36 plus 36 plus 36. Okay, so this will be 36 times 4, and that's going to give us what? 144 meters. Now, since we have 4 wires, for 4 wires, it's going to be now 144 multiplied by 4. So when you do 144 multiplied by 4, you are going to get 576 meters. And that's the correct answer, which is what? C. Okay, so we're going to be going to question 13, which says, a matatu left Nairobi for Mombasa at 19:35 hour on Monday. The journey took 11 hours 55 minutes. What time and day did he reach Mombasa? Now, the easiest way to solve this question is just to do 19:35 hour plus 11 hours 55 minutes. If you can sum this up, you will get your answer. Now, in order to sum this up, when you do 19 hour plus 11, you need to know that this will take you to the next day, and it's going to give you 6. First of all, okay, maybe let's do it this way. Since it's going to be confusing, let's add 19:35 hour plus 11. Let's add 11 hours. When you add 11 hours, it will take you to the next day, and it will give you 6:35. And this should be 6:35 the next day, that's Tuesday. Then when you add 6:35 plus 55 minutes, now this will now give you 7 hour 30 minutes, and this will be what? On Tuesday. So the correct answer here, it's going to be A. So I'll tick my A. So we'll be going to question 14. Now, like I said, if you've not hit the subscribe button, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you can get more videos from us. Now, this question says the area of a triangular piece of land, it's 3 hectares. It has a base of 500 meters. What is its height? Now, first thing I want you to know is 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meter square. First, so having established this, it said the area of the triangle piece of land is 3 hectares. Therefore, 3 hectare will give us that will be 30,000. That's 30,000 meters square. Now, it says it has a base of 500 meters. What is its height in meters? Now, notice it says it's a triangular piece. Let's say it's something close to this, and the base is 500. Now, remember, we're looking for the height, and the area, which is this. This is the area. Area is what? Half base times height, which is equal to what? 30,000. So for us to do this, we're going to do half times. Now the base is what? 500 times the height, which is what? 30. Okay, which is equal to 30,000. So in order to solve this, we're going to cross multiply. This will be 500h is equal to 30,000 multiplied by 2. So this will be 500h is equal to what? 60,000. Therefore, our h will be 60,000 divided by 500. Our double zero cancel out the double zero. 600 divided by 5 is going to give us 120. So our correct answer here, it's going to be D. So circle my D. 15 says the area of a trapezium EFGH shown below is 66 centimeters square. What is the length of EF? Now, to solve this question, all you need to do is apply the formula for finding the area of a trapezium. Area will be half times sum of parallel sides, that's HG, plus EF times the height. And our area is what? 66 is equal to 1 over 2 times our power side is 7 plus, now EF is not given and our height is 6. So from here to here it's 1, 2 into 6 will be 3. So this will be 66 is equal to, this will be 3 into 7 plus EF. Okay, so this means 66 will be 3 times 7 is 21 plus 3EF. So this will be 66 minus 21 is equal to 3EF. So 6 minus 2 it's 4, 6 minus 1 it's going to give us that's 5 is equal to 3EF. So EF is going to be 45 divided by 3, and that's going to give us what? 15 cm. And as easy as that, you can attempt this question. So the correct answer is this, and I'm going to circle my, oh, this is wrong. So the correct answer here, it's C. Okay, so we'll be going to the next question, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and watch out for more videos. It says a room measuring 10 meter long, 8 meter wide, and 5 meter has all the walls painted. The door and windows occupy an area of 72 meters square. What was the total area of the wall that was painted? Now, in order to explain this question to you, I'm going to bring in the concept of a cuboid. Okay? Sorry. Now, there's something I want you to understand about this room. Okay, this is our room. Okay, now notice, if this is your room has a 4-corner wall and is a rectangular room. Now notice that it says it's measuring what? 10 meter long and 8 meter wide. So I want you to know we're going to bring out two types, and it's measuring 5 meters high. So we are going to bring out two rectangles. This is the longer part, which is 5 meters. This is 5, and this is 10 meters. Now, we are going to bring out the one that contains the width and the height. Okay, so this is 8 meters, and the height is still what? 5 meters. Okay, so now, how do we get all the walls that were painted? Remember, they are going to paint all round. Now, recall that the areas of the windows across these rooms, let's say there are windows and there are doors and windows. So the doors and the windows give an area of 72 meters square. So you need to know that this wall, we have this times 2. There's a wall facing here, and there's a one at the back, then there's one here, and there's also another one. So we're going to do the area of this will be 5 times 10, and this is what? 50 meters square. Then the other area too, the opposite one, is still going to be 5 times 10, which is what? 50 meters square. So the two opposite walls will give you 50 plus 50, that will be 100 meters square. Now for this one, the area will be 5 times 8, which will give us 40 meters square. Same thing applies to the opposite one, which will be 5 times 8, and that will give us 40 meters square. Then you are going to sum up 40 plus 40 to get what? 80 meter square. Now, having gotten this, the total area of the, assuming there were no walls and window, will be 100 plus 80, which will be what? 180 meter square. Now, when you subtract the area of occupied by the windows and the doors, that's 180 minus 72, you are going to get 108 meter square. Therefore, the correct answer here, it's going to be A. So I'll mark my A. Now, as easy as that, you can solve that question, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and follow us. Question 17 says, a cylindrical container has a volume of 3080 meter cube and a height of 20 meters. What is the diameter of the container? Now, in meters. Now, all you need to know is the volume of cylinder is pi r squared h. Now, if our volume is given as 3080, this will be what? 22 over 7 times the radius. The radius is not given, so radius squared times our height is what? 20. So we are going to solve for this. Now, all I need to do is cross multiply. This will be 3080 times 7 is equal to 22 times 20 times r squared. Therefore, r squared will be 3080 times 7, all divided by 22 times 20. Okay? So, if you break this down, first of all, if you break this down, you can do 0, cancel out 0. Now, 22 into here, it's 1. 22 into 308. 22 into 30, it's 1. Now, remainder, we'll have 8 remainder, so that will be 4. So, 2 here, 1. 2 into 14 is 7. So, we're going to have r squared to be what? 49. Therefore, r will be square root of 49, and that's what? 7 meters. So, having gotten our radius, diameter is radius times 2, and that's 7 times 2, and that'll give me what? 14 meters. So my correct answer here is C. So I'll mark my C. Question 18 says, a metallic library door is made up of a rectangular frame with a semicircular shape on top. The height of the frame is 2 meters and this width is 1.4 meters. What is the area of the door? Now, before you can solve this question, you must be able to sketch this. Now, since it's a rectangular frame, this is what our door looks like. Okay? Then on top, there's a semicircular. Okay? So now, notice this is 1.4 and the height is what? 2. So if this is 1.4, you should notice, this is also 1.4 and this is the center of the circle, of our semicircle. So for us to find the area for the rectangle, the area will be 2 times 1.4, which is what? 2.8 meter square. Now for the semicircular object on top, shape on top of it, for the semicircle, the area will be pi r squared, all divided by 2. Okay, so this is, for us to solve this, we are going to get the area of the circle and divide it by 2. So it's going to be 22 over 7 times. Now, our radius is 0.7, that's times 0.7, that's 0.7 square times 1 over 2. So this is the same thing as 22 over 7 times, remember 0.7 is what? 7 over 10 times 7 over 10 times 1 over 2. So here, 7 is going to cancel 7. So we are going to have 2 here, it's 1, and 2 here will be what? That will be 11. So this is going to be, 7 will be 77 over 100, which is going to give me what? 0.77 meter square. Now to get my total area will be area of rectangle plus area of semicircle, which will be 2.8 plus 0.77. So I have 7 here, this is 5 plus 1, and this is 3 meter square. So the correct answer is D. So we will go to question 19. Question 19 says, The area of a right angle triangle is 24 cm square. The height of the triangle is 8 cm. What is the length of the longest side? Now, all we need to do is draw this triangle. Okay, it's a right angle triangle. That's the first thing you need to know. So it says the area is 24 cm, the height is 8. So we are trying to look for here x. So the first thing we will do, since we know the area, that's area is the same thing as half times base times height. So since we know the area, we need to get the base. Now this will be 24 is equal to half times b times 8. This will be 24 times 2 is equal to b times 8. And b is going to be 24 times 2 divided by 8. 8 here is 1, 8 here is 3. Our b is going to give us 6. So our b is 6. Now, using Pythagoras theorem, x squared is equal to 8 squared plus 6 squared. From here, x squared will be 64 plus 36. X squared is equal to 100. Therefore, our x will be square root of 100, which will give us what? 10 cm. The correct answer here is going to be what? C. Question 20 says, a square-based tank of side 4 meters has a height of 5 meters. The tank contains water to a height of 2 meters. How many liters of water is required to fill the tank? Your ticket to answering this question is all about understanding the question. The first thing you need to understand is, it's a square base. That means the length and the width are the same. So we have the height. Now also it says that the tank contains water to a height of 2 meters. So that means the volume will be what? Since it's a square base, is the length times the width, because it's a square, times the height. It can contain 4 times 4 times 5. So 4 times 4 times 5, that's 16 times 5. So when you multiply 16 by 5, you are going to get 5 times 6, that's 0 carry, 5 times 1, it's 5, plus 3, that will be 8. So this is 80 meter cube. Now, volume of water in tank. Now, since it contains water up to 2 meters height, it will be what? 4 times 4 times 2. That will be 4 times 4, that's 16 times 2, that's 32 meter cube. Now, how many liters of water is required to fill the tank? That means, if this is the amount of water in the tank, and this is the total capacity of the tank, so it will be, water to fill the tank will be 80 meter cube minus 32 meter cube. And that is going to give us 48 meter cube. Now, in order to get it in liters, you need to record that if 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liters, 48 meter cube will be 48 meter cube multiplied by 1000 liters, all divided by 1 meter cube. Meter cube cancels out meter cube. So you're going to get a final answer as 48,000 liters. So the correct answer here is going to be what? C. If this is your first time of coming to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you can get more videos from us. Please follow us so that you can get more KCPE videos. Welcome back. A milk factory was supplied with 3,000 liters of milk by some farmers. The milk was then packed into 2 deciliter packets. How many packets were obtained? Now, the first thing you need to establish before solving this question is to know that 1 liter is going to give you what? 10 deciliters. So 1 liter is going to give me 10 deciliters. Okay? So that means, let's convert 3,000 liters to deciliters. So that means 3,000 liters is going to give us 3,000 times 10. So this is going to give us 30,000 deciliters. So now we know this. So we are going to pack this 30,000 into this 2 deciliter. So for you to pack 10,000 into 2 deciliter, you're going to obtain 30,000 all divided by 2. And this is going to give you 15,000 packs. So the correct answer here is B. So I'm going to mark my B. The next question says, electric poles are fixed at equal intervals of 50 meters apart. A total of 51 poles are used along one side of the street in a town. What is the total distance between the first and the last pole? Now the first thing you need to understand, these are the poles. This is pole 1. Now you know between one pole and another pole, electricity lines are connected. So this is another pole. Now notice it says between the two poles, the distance is what? 50 meters. Now notice there's another pole. Now this is also what? 50 meters. Okay? So having established that all the poles are going to be 50 meters, now this will tell you that up to the 51st pole, they are all going to be what? 50 meters. Now it says, what is the distance between the total pole? What is the total distance between the first and the last pole? Now notice, this is distance 1. This is what? Distance 2. Now notice this is what? Distance 3. I want you to know that 4 poles is going to give you what? 3. You will get 3 distance from 4 poles. So for you to get the distance, now for 4 poles, imagine if you were asked for 4 poles, it's going to be what? 4 times what? 3. Because if you watch, we have only distance 1, 2, and 3. So that's going to be, we are going to do, that will be 3 times, that's for 4 poles. It will be 3 times what? 50. But now we are being asked for 51 poles. So for 51 poles, we are going to do what? 50, because for 1, it's not going to count. So it will be 50 times 50, and that's going to give us what? 2,500 meters. So the correct answer here is what? B. So the next question says, in the figure shown below, line EF is parallel to line GH, line MN is a transversal. Which of the following statement is correct? So we are going to be analyzing all these statements one by one. Now, the first one says angle T plus U is equal to 180. Now, notice these are opposite angles. Opposite angles are equal, but they are not equivalent to 180. So this is wrong. Now, it says angle U plus X is equal to 180. So this is U and this is X. U and X are alternate angles and they are not equal. So this is wrong. It says angle S plus W is equal to 180. Now angle S is corresponding to angle W, so they are not equal to 180. Then it says angle U plus W, it's U plus W, it's 180. So let's look at U plus W. Now, if you look at angle U plus W, okay, so you can see that U is the same thing as X. U is the same thing as X, which is what? Alternate angle. Okay, so now that means this is also what? U. Now you can see U plus W is angle on a straight line. U plus W is equal to 180. Reason being that they are what? Angle on a straight line. An angle on a straight line is equal to 180. So from here we can say D is the correct answer. So we are going to circle what? D. Next question says the vertice. What is the product of the number of vertices and the number of edges of a triangular prism? Now, this is a triangular prism. It's asking for the product of the number of vertices. Now, how many vertices do we have? Our vertices will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, and this is 6. So we have 6 vertices. Number of edges. How many edges do we have? So we have, this is edge 1, I want you to know this is 1, this is 2, under it is 3, the two sides here is 4 and 5. So the number of edges are 5. Let's count again. This is 1, 2, this is the two side edges 3, 4, and beneath here it's 5. So this is going to be 6 times 5, and that will give us 30. So the correct answer here is 30. Okay, so the next question says the following are properties of quadrilaterals. Has two pairs of parallel lines. Okay, these are the following properties of the quadrilateral. It says which pair of the properties above describe both a rhombus and a square. Now I want you to know that it's a rhombus, this is a rhombus, and this is a square. So now let's compare the properties. Has two parallel lines. Yes, you can see this is a I think the way I did my image, this is a square, please. You need to observe this very well. Okay, so you can see this has parallel sides. This is correct. So both the rhombus, these are parallel, these two sides are parallel. So this is correct. All angles are not equal. For a square, the angles are all equal. Yes, for a rhombus, the angles are not equal. So this is not the same for both of them. The diagonals are not equal and bisect at 90 degrees. For a square, the diagonals are equal. So this is wrong. Now, it says the diagonals bisect the interior angles. Yes, you can see the diagonals divide the interior angles. So this is correct. So we have I and IV being correct. So our correct answer here is B. Now the next question 27 says what is the size of the supplement of angle XYZ? Now this is what we call the supplement of the angle. Now if we can measure this with our compass, then we can now get the supplement of the angle. Now using your compass on your paper, if you measure this angle, so if you watch, we just introduced a compass, although you can't see the base, but use your compass to put this. You can see that at this point I'm getting 40 degrees. So having done that, this is going to be 40 degrees. So I will do to get the supplement is going to be what? That will be 360. Remember, angle at a point or angle around a circle, it's what? 360. So this is going to be 360 minus 40 degrees. Now this is going to give me what? That's 320 degrees. So the correct answer here is going to be what? A. So that takes us to the next question, which says what is the value of m plus n squared over 2t minus 1? Now for you to solve this, m is what? 3, t is what? m minus 1, which is what? 3 minus 1, and that's 2, and n is what? t plus 5, which is what? t is 2 plus 5, and that will give us 7. So m plus n squared over 2t minus 1 is the same thing as 3 plus, what's n? 7 squared all over 2 times 2 minus 1. Now this is going to be 3 plus 7 squared is going to give us 49 all over. This will be 4 minus 1. 2 times 2 is 4 and minus 1. So this is going to give us what? That will give us 52 divided by 3. And 52 divided by 3, 3 into 5 is going to give us 1. You carry 2. 3 into 22 is going to give us 7. Remember, 1 over 3. Final answer, 17, 1 over 3. So this answer is C. Question 29 says, Peter has X shillings and Maria has 4 times as much money as Peter. Ali has 7 shillings less than Maria. How much do they have altogether? Now, Peter has X. Maria has 4 times Peter. Ali has 7 less than Maria. That's 4x minus 7. Now the total is going to be x plus 4x plus 4x minus 7. X plus 4x plus 4x is going to give us what? 9x minus 7. So this is the total. So the correct answer here it's C. So mark this. Remember your units. So question 30. Question 30 says a teacher shared 20 books amongst Kevin, Jane, and Aaron. Jane got twice as many books as Kelvin. Aaron got 4 books less than Kelvin. How many books did Aaron get? Now let Kelvin, which is the reference point, be what? X. Now Jane will be twice as many books as Kelvin. That's 2x. Aaron will be 4 books less than Kelvin. That's x minus 4. Now remember that the books that was shared was what? 20. So if you do x plus 2x plus x minus 4, that will give you the total books, which is 20. So this is x plus 2x plus x is going to give us 4x minus 4. And that will give us what? 20. So collecting your like terms, this will be 20 plus 4. So 4x is going to give us 24. And we'll have x to be 24 over 4. And that's what? 6. Now, having gotten our 6, for Aaron is what? X minus 4. And that will give us what? 6 minus 4, which is what? 2. So Aaron gave us what? How many? 2. So the correct answer here is A. So I'll tick my A. Now, if this is your first time of coming to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you can get more videos from us. Okay, question 31 says, what is the value of y in the equation below? Now, in order to solve this, we are going to perform the LCM, which is 4y plus 3, this is over 5, is equal to 12. Now, looking at this, the LCM is going to be 5. 5 into 1 is 5. 5 times 2y will give us 10y plus, we're going to have 4y plus 3 is equal to 12. Now from here, we can cross multiply. This is going to be 10y plus 4 into y plus 3 is equal to 60. So here we can open the bracket. This will be plus 4 times y will give us 4y, 4 times 3 will give us 12, and this is 60. So this is going to be 10 plus 4y will give us 14y plus 12 will give us 60. Now from here, we can say 14y, collecting like terms, will be 60 minus 12. 14y is going to give us 60 minus 12 is going to give us that will be 48. Therefore our y is going to be 48 divided by 14. Now how many 14s are in 48? I think that's 42, and that will be 3 whole number. So we'll have 6 over 14. Now 6 divided into 2 is 3. 6 divided by 2 will give us 3. 6 into 14 will give us 7. So our final answer is 3 whole number, 3 over 7. So the correct answer here is going to be A. So the next question says, the cash price of a water tank is 22,500 shillings. The hire purchase price of the tank is 15% more than the cash price. Otieno bought the tank on hire purchase terms. He finally paid 22,000 shillings as total monthly installments. How much did he pay as deposit? Now, in order to solve this question, the first thing you need to know, this is a hire purchase question. Now, this is the actual price of the tank. Now, you know that if he's to pay through the hire purchase method, he's going to pay higher. So the hire purchase is 15% more. So what we are going to do is, we're going to find 15 over 100 multiplied by 22500. So when you do that, you are going to get that will be 00 is going to cancel 00. So we will be doing that 225 multiplied by 15. So when you multiply this, you are going to get 3375. Now this is the extra amount. Then that means the higher purchase price will be 22500 plus 3375. and that will give you 25,875. Now, having established this, remember he paid 22,000. So to get the money he paid as deposit, that means he finally paid 22,000 as total monthly installments. How much did he pay as deposit? To get the deposit, we are going to do 25,875 subtract 22,000. So that's going to give us 578. This will be 3,875. That means he paid this as deposit. That now helped him pay 22,000 over monthly installment. So our correct answer here is going to be the B. So this will take us to the next question, which says, Mama Yusuf bought the following items from a shop. Now, the first thing she bought is 2 packets of funga at 130 shillings. That 2 times 130 is going to give us that's 260. She bought all these and she paid for the item using 2 1,000 shilling notes. How much balance did she receive? Now, 5 loaves of bread. So 5 loaves of bread at 50 shillings for each of the bread is going to give us 250. Now 4.5 liters of milk, that's 4.5 at 60 shillings per liter, that's 60 times 4.5. Now if you do 60 times 4.5, 4.5 is the same thing as 9/2 multiplied by 60. So 2 year 1, 2 year is what? 30. So you are going to get 270. So this is going to give us 270. Now, this one says 3 kg of sugar for 270 shillings. Now, you know sugar, it's measured in bags. So the 3 kg is a sack. So the 3 kg of sugar, 3 kg of sugar is going to give 270. So now, all you need to do is sum this up. This will be 0. 6 plus 5, it's 11. 11 plus 7 is 18. 18 plus 7 is 25. 5 carry 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So total money she spent is this. Now, if she paid with 1,000 shillings, that means she paid with 2,000. So to get her balance will be 2,000 subtract 1050, and that will give you 950 shillings. So the correct answer here is B. So I'll mark my B. Now that'll take us to the next question that says a salesman earns a basic salary of 20,000 per month. He is also paid a commission of 10.5% on goods sold above 100,000 shillings. In a certain month, he earned a total of 41,000 shillings. What was his total sales for that month? Now the first thing you need to establish is his salary. It's 20,000 plus. Now he earns, if he earns 10.5% for sales greater than 100,000 shillings. Now what this means is if he earned 41,000, that means this must be 20,000 plus X. So that means X will be 41,000. And remember, X is commission. You need to know that. X is now the commission. This will be 41,000 minus 20,000. That means he earned a commission of 21,000 shillings. Now, having known that he earned 21,000, then what was his total sales for that month? Okay, so for us to establish his total sales, that means we need to find what he earned on this commission. So what we are going to do here is we will do 10.5 over 100 times his total sales will give us what he earned on his commission. Remember, because he earned above 20,000, he was paid 41,000. Now, if you cross multiply, this is going to be 10.5x is equal to 20, 210, 210, then 2100,035. So this is 2.1 million. Now recall that 10.5 is the same thing as in fraction. This will be 10.5 is 10 and a half. So this is going to give us what? 21 over 2. So this is 21x over 2 is equal to 2100,000. So when you cross multiply, this will be 21x is equal to 2 times this will be 4,200,000. Now divide both sides by 21. Okay, 21. So 21 will cancel 21. Now x will be this divided by this. Now when you do 4,200,000 divided by 21, you are going to have 21 here is 1. 21 in 42, it's 2. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 zeros. So that means this is actually what he sold. So the correct answer here is C. Okay, so that will take us to the next question. Now this question says, what is this expressed in this simple form? Now one way to write this would be 24x plus 28y all divided by 4. Now plus 9x minus 6y all divided by 3. Now this will be 4 into 24, this will be 6x plus 4 here will be 7y, y this will be 3x, y here will be 2y. Collect like terms, you have 6x plus 3x, that's 9x plus 7y minus 2y is 5y. This is the correct answer. So the correct answer here is going to be B. Now 37 says express this as a percentage. Now representing as percentage means putting it in form of debt. So this is 4 year 1, 4 years 25. So this will give you 25%. So correct answer here is B. So the next question says, Vertices invested 36,000 in a bank. The bank paid compound interest at a rate of 10% per annum. How much interest did it earn at the end of 2 years? Now, all you need to do to solve this question, this is a compound interest. Now, you know that interest is PTR over 100. First, that's the simple interest. But now we are going to compound it. So let's get the first year, which is going to be 36,000 multiplied by the time is for the first year, that's 1. Then the rate is 10 all over 100. Double zero cancel double zero. So we are going to have the the interest as 36,000 shillings. Now all you need to do is now do the principal 36,000 plus 36. Now this is going to give you a total of 39. This will be 39,600. So this will now be our new principal. So we'll perform this again. 39,600 multiplied by 1 year multiplied by 10 all over 100. Double zero cancel double zero. This will give us what? 3960. So we'll now sum these two up. That will be 39,600 plus 3960. This is going to give us a total of this will give us 43,560 shillings. So as easy as that, you can solve any compound interest question. So we go to the next question. That's question 40, that says 250 babies were immunized at a hospital in a certain month. This number increased by 20% the next month. How many babies were immunized after the increase? Now, if it was 250 babies in a month, in 1 month, then the increase is 20%. Let's find the increase times 250. Now, 0 cancel 0, 0 cancel 0. This is going to give us 50. That means the total babies that were now immunized was now a total of 250 plus 50. So it gave us a total of 300. So the correct answer is 300, which is now what? D. Another way you can solve this is to just add the increase 120 over 100 times 250. This cancel this, this cancel this. 12 times 25 gives us 300. So whichever way, you can get the correct answer. So please, if this is your first time of coming to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also click on the notification bell as you prepare for your videos. We are going to be releasing more videos. Stay tuned as we do that. Question 41 says, a pupil scored the following marks in a test. Now you can see the subjects and all the marks in percentage. The marks were represented on a pie chart, What angle represents the Kiswahili score? Okay, so in order to represent this on a pie chart, the first thing you need to do is sum up the scores. So this is going to be 80 plus 84 plus 90 plus 78 plus 68. Now when you sum this up, it's going to give you that's 400. So then we are looking for this. So this is going to be 90 over 400, which is the total, multiplied by, now it's represented in a circle, so that's going to be 360 over 1. So this is going to give you, this 0 will cancel this will cancel this. 4 here, 1 is 1. 4 into 36 is going to give us 9. So we have 9 times 9, and that's 81 degrees. Final answer. So the correct answer here is going to be what? A. So that will take me to question 42. Question 42 says, a road measuring 4 cm on a map has an actual distance of 8 km. What is the scale used in drawing the map? Now, it says 4 cm, it's what? 8 km. Now, we'll keep converting this. 4 cm is going to give us, to convert to meters, you change 8, like multiply by 1000, that will be 8,000 meters. Okay, so now 4 cm, to convert this to centimeter, if you recall, you have to multiply by 100. This will now be 800,000 cm. Now divide both sides by 4. Divided by 4 divided by 4. So this will be 1 is to 4 here will give us what? 200,000. So the correct answer, it's D, is this. That's A. So the next question says, the age of 8 learners at Elimu School were recorded as follows: 10, 13, 7, 7, 14, 8, 6, 15, and 7. What was the median age of the learners? Now, in order for you to get the median age of the learners, you need to arrange these numbers in ascending format. So this is going to be 6 comes first, 7. Now, when 6 comes, you cancel 7. There's 1 7, you cancel one of the 7. Okay, there's another 7, you cancel this. The next one is 8, you write 8. Is there 9? No, we have 10, you put your 10. Do we have 11? No. Do we have 12? We have 13, so you put your 13. We have 14, you put your 14, and we have 15, so you put your 15. Now you can see this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, if you want to take the middle of this number, this is the first 3, and this is also the first 3. So this is the middle. So we are looking for the median. So the middle is 2 numbers, so you take the average, 8 plus 10 divided by 2. So this is 18 over 2, and that will give us what? 9 as the final answer. So our correct answer is going to be what? B. So the next question says, Mr. Kamal paid 12,000 shillings for a television set after she was given a discount of 20%. What was the marked price of the set? First of all, you need to understand that the marked price is the price that you meet a product on the supermarket before you are given a discounted price. So the discounted price is like a reduction in the amount of money for you. Now, I want you to know that the discounted price, which is 20%, 20 over 100 multiplied by the marked price, which is X, is equal to, now when you do this, you are going to get the amount of discount he paid. So let's call this equal to discount price. Okay, since we don't even know the discount price that he paid. Now, Another thing you need to establish here is you need to know that when you do the marked price, which is x minus that's the amount he paid, which is 12,000, you also get what? The discount price. Now, I want you to know that the discount price is the amount that was reduced for him. So he got 20% reduction. So when you do the marked price, which we are looking for what he paid minus 12,000, you get the discount price. Now you can see, if you call this equation 1, and let's call this equation 2, you can see that equation 1 is equal to equation 2, in the sense that both of them are discount price. So I'll do x minus 12,000 will give me, this will be 20 over 100 multiplied by x. So this is going to be x minus 12,000 will give me 0.02x. So if I collect like that, this will be x, sorry, this will be 0.2. Okay, so x minus 0.2x is equal to what? 12,000. So this will give me 0.8x equal to 12,000. Now from here, we can divide both sides by 0.8. So that would be 0.8x over 0.8 will be 12,000 divided by 0.8. So this will cancel out. X is equal to 12 divided by 0.8, which is going to give us what? 15,000. Now, if you want to test this, let's check. 15,000 minus 12,000 will give you what? 3,000. Now, 20 over 100 multiplied by 15,000. Double zero will cancel the double zero. This will give you what? 3,000. So you can see this is correct. So the correct answer here is D. So if you're just joining us, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to also click on the notification bell so that you can get more videos from us. Question 46 says, the table below shows the cost of breakfast in the restaurant. Now that's the table. It says a group of 14 students took breakfast in the restaurant. 4 pupils took tea with fried eggs, 5 people took cocoa with chapati, and the rest took cocoa with sandwich. How much money did they pay altogether? Now notice that the total students, it's what? 14. Now 4 students took what? Tea with fried egg, that's multiplied by tea and fried egg gave us what? 40, and that's 160. Then the next one says 5 students, 5 pupils took cocoa with chapati. Cocoa with chapati is 55. Now this is going to give us 275. Now they said the rest took cocoa with sandwich. Now if we want to get the rest, we will say 14 minus 4 plus 5, which will give us what? Now this will be 14 minus 9, which is what? 5 pupils. So the rest is 5 pupils. So 5 people took cocoa with sandwich. Now cocoa with sandwich gives us 80. 5 times 80, that will give us what? 400. So if we want to get the total they spent, we'll do 160 plus 275 plus 400. Now when you sum this up, you are going to get 835 shillings. So the correct answer here is D. So I'll mark my D. Question 47 says, in the figure below, PQRS is a parallelogram line. Line QP and RT are parallel. Line RQ and SP are parallel. Angle QRS is 50 degree and angle RQT is 70 degree. What is the angle size of angle PQV? Now, the first thing you need to know is that angle PQV is here. This is what we are looking for. So in order to solve this, look at this. This is 50 degree here and this is 70 degree. Now, I want you to know that this line is parallel to this line. So the first thing you need to know that angle in a triangle, the sum angle is what? 180 degrees. So let's find here. Let's call here X. So now this is going to be 70 plus 50 plus x will be what? 180. This is what? Sum angles of a triangle. So this is a sum angles of a triangle. That's the reason. Whenever you sum up the angle of a triangle, you get what? 180 degrees. So this is going to be 120 plus x equal to 180. Therefore, x will be what? 180 minus 120. That will give us 60 degrees. Now, from your corresponding your alternate angles, you see that here is equal to here. The reason is because they are what? Alternate angles. So x is equal to angle PQV, which is what? 60 degree. So the reason is because they are alternate angles. So the correct answer is what? A. So that will take us to question 48, which says 24 men working at the same rate can finish a job in 6 days. 8 men failed to turn up to do the job. How many more days will the remaining men work at the same rate to finish the same job? Now, 24 men can do this job. 24 men will do one job in 6 days. Okay, in 6 days. So how long will it take one man? This is 24 men. Therefore, one man, it will be 24 multiplied by 6. Now, when it will take one man, 24 multiplied by 6. Now, notice it says 8 men failed to turn up. Now, if 8 men failed to turn up, that means it will be 24 minus 8. The people who did the job are 16 men. Now, let's check how long it will take the 16 men to do the job. For 16 men to do the job, 16 men, it will be 24 times 6 divided by 16. Now, I think 4 can divide. 4 here is going to be 4. 4 in 24 is going to be 6. So we'll have 6 times 6. This is what? 36 divided by 4. So this is going to give us, for 16 men, that will do the job in 9 days. Now the question says, how many more days will the remaining men work? Recall that 24 men were supposed to do the job, but now 16 men did it. If 24 men can do it in 6 days, 16 men can do it in 9 days. So it will take them 9 days minus 6 days. So it will cost them 3 extra days. So the correct answer here is going to be what? A. So that'll take me to question 49, which says the figure below shows a pattern of shapes. Now let's study the shapes. Okay, so it says which one of the following shapes should be drawn in the next box to continue. Now let's check. Here this appears first, here this appears second, here this appears third. That means it's going to appear fourth here. So fourth is going to look like this. It's going to look like this. So let's check. From our option, this is wrong. This is wrong. So we have these 2. So this is correct. This is correct. Now let's check another pattern. So this pattern with this circle. Okay, so this is first. Here, second. This is third. This is fourth. So here is going to be what? First. So the one that has the circles, the blacks. So it's going to the ones that have the circles. So I think this is correct and this is correct. So let's check the third option. This is the black. So this is third here. This is fourth. This is first. So the black is going to be second. The one with the black is going to be second. Now when we look, is second here and is wrong here. So if you check for this, this will be first, and last here, this will be first, this will be second. So this one is going to be third here. So you can see this is the correct option. So I'm going to circle my D. So that's the correct answer. So for the last but not the least, so this question says The graph below shows a journey of a motorcycle from home to town. On the way, he got a puncture and stopped to repair it. He then continued with the journey to town. What was his average speed for the whole journey? Now, all you need to know is average speed is total distance over total time. Now, having established this, all you need to do is to check his distance. Now, okay, watch his distance. He moved from here to this place. That means at this place he had covered 30 kilometers. Now, notice at this point, his distance is not increased. This is where he stopped spending 11 a.m. to 11:30. He spent 30 minutes to fix it. So this is 30. Now down to this place, he covered a total distance of 120. Okay, so that's 120 kilometer divided by, now let's check his time. So his time, it's from 8 to 9, that's 1 hour. This is 2 hours. This is 3 hours. Now notice this point. He did not make any progress in distance. So we are not going to count this time. So this is 3. Then from here to here it's 4. From here to here is 5 hours. This is 6. This is 7 hours. This is 7 hours 30 minutes. And 7 hours 30 minutes is 7.5 hours. So if you do 120 divided by 7.5, you are going to get 16 kilometer per hour. So our correct answer here is going to be D. So as easy as that, you can solve the KCPE questions. If this is your first time of coming to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to click on the notification bell so you can get more videos from us.